can help you find things that normally elude the naked eye. You summon it by simply wearing the amulet. If it loses its power or you cannot find it, simply put on the amulet again and it will reappear. The will-o'-the-wisp can detect weapons. It could be very helpful to you in investigating the weapons deliveries to the bandits. Treat it well, and it will never fail you.
Thank you. I shall take good care of it. I've got another stone tablet for you.
Great! Here, take a few potions as a reward.
Can you teach me something about magic?
Only the chosen of Innos and the chosen of Adanos are permitted to work rune magic. But common mortals can also work magic with the help of spell scrolls. I can show you how you can channel and expand your magic powers.
I want to increase my magic powers.
Půjdu naplno do mága.
Wait! If you see Laris, give him this ornament and tell him that it needs to be returned. He'll know what to do with it.
Takže ty konzeláře je se mnou. Jej. Ukládám. Jsem nechtěl úplně, a to nevadí.
Hey, you, wait. You look familiar to me.
What do you want?
I've seen your face before somewhere, right? Here, we found this picture on some bandits we picked up a few days ago. It looks a lot like you. Apparently, those guys were looking for you.
No, you've got to be mistaken. Everything's fine with me.
Whatever you say, stranger. But if that happens to be your mug after all, and if you have some problems, keep them outside of this town. Things are difficult enough here as it is. And strangers who bring trouble into the city don't stay here long. I hope I make myself clear.
Okay, Ada. Whee!
I must be crazy. What are you doing here?
No. Trošku jsem to musel... no. Asi tak. Prostě jsem to musel trošku ukončit, takže teď pokračuju tam, kde jsem skončil při rozhovoru s Larsem.
About those missing people. Tell me what you know.
The first was William, one of the fishermen here in Corinus. One day he simply didn't return. At first we thought that one of those sea monsters out there had eaten him in his boat for breakfast. But not too long afterwards, other people started disappearing from the town and the surroundings. Pretty random events, though. Everyone's at a loss so far. The way it looks, we'll just have to wait until we finally stumble across a clue.
Isn't this a case for the militia?
The militia is pretty useless if you ask me. They're never going to clear this up. The missing people have just vanished into thin air.
Nobody ever asked.
Really?
Known a long time.
Vatras said you could help me join a community.
Getting tired of being the underdog, are you? All right, I see your point. I can exert my influence with the mercenaries if you want to join Lee. And I'm sure we can find a way to get you into the monastery soon. But the easiest thing would certainly be for you to join the militia. Which community do you prefer?
I'll have to think about it. So what's your business with Vatras?
I've got this little agreement with the water mages, you see.
What kind of an agreement?
We work for them, and they see to it that our past in the penal colony doesn't get us into trouble.
You're talking about the Ring of Water?
You've heard of it?
Vatras told me about it.
You might have mentioned that right away.
He can't keep anything to himself.
Tell me more about the Ring of Water.
The ring is to the water mages what the paladins are to the fire magicians. But, unlike the paladins, we operate in the background. The ring is a mighty weapon in the battle against the dangers that threaten the people of Corinus. But this only works as long as we keep the identity of all those secret who belong to the Ring of Water. So keep this to yourself.
Sure.
I never knew that.
Someone's got to do the work.
You really believe that?
Tell me more about Lee and his mercenaries.
What do you want to know?
And it's going to get even worse.
How do I find the landowner's farm?
It's quite simple. You leave the seaport by the east gate and then follow the path towards the east.
All day too.
I can take you there if you want.
These are bad times.
Tell me more about the mercenaries.
Well, if you're as tough as you were back then, you shouldn't have any problems with them. Most of them are ruffians, and if you can't stand up to them, you won't get far. If you're squeamish, you don't have a chance of joining them.
That's not what my husband
Why aren't you with Lee and his mercenaries?
But I am, just not on the farm. You could say I'm our outpost in the city. We don't want the ship to sail without us.
What ship were you talking about?
It's on the open sea harbor, behind the cliffs. Lee and a few of his people really want to get away from here. But that could take a while.
Why?
You'd better ask Lee about that. If you meet him, he's got plans.
I can't take care of everything for everybody. That's an open secret.
Okay, let's go.
I cannot leave here until we know more about the missing people, or someone else takes over my duties.
Just gossip.
He can't keep anything to himself.
I must talk to the paladins by any means.
What do you want from them?
They've got a powerful amulet, the Eye of Innos. I must have it.
And you think they'll give it to you? You'll never get into the upper end of town.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Haha.
These are bad.
I want to join the Ring of Water.
That's fine with me. But the decision about whether you will be accepted or not lies with the water mages alone.
I won't tell you.
What did you do to impress the water mages?
I protected them for a long time when we were still living with the barrier. And they have plenty of reason to be grateful to me.
To je docela super. Takže vlastně si mi neřekl vůbec nic. Pecka.
What's it like to belong to the Ring?
We are very different from the usual communities you can join here in Corinus. Once you're one of us, we're not going to ask anything of you that you are not ready to do. The only thing we truly require of you is to keep quiet. We work in secret and do not want to let outsiders know who our members are. We shall keep an eye on you. Everything else remains to be seen.
Agree with you completely.
Okay.
I see.
I haven't seen it with my own eyes. That's what I've always said.
Takže tolik k tobě. K tobě se přibližovat nebudu, ty úchyláku tam na úspory, protože se mu budeš chtít fajtit a já momentálně nemám zbraň na to, abych ti porazil. Ale pojďme se třeba už. Já mám pirátskou šavli, kterou nosit nemůžu. Krumpáč, no ale... Má stejný damage a ten už vypadá víc cool. No a mám ještě jeden roční bonus za ten meč. Ten pocit, když nemůžu mít ani rezavý meč u sebe. Lol. Jsem ještě slabější než na začátku jedničky. Takže jdem zjišťovat, no. Ohledně těch pohřešovaných lidí.
Hey, you!
Hey you!
What are you doing here?
I'm building a ship because I want to get out of here as fast as I can. But the way it looks right now, this ship will never be finished.
Why are you in such a hurry?
Soon the orcs will come and burn down the city.
What makes you think that?
Boy, have you noticed the paladins running around everywhere? Why do you think they're here? I tell you, they're here because the orcs will attack soon, and that won't be pretty.
It's a bad business.
Can I help you somehow?
Yes, you can. Find out what the paladins are planning. I want to know why they're here. And I have to
Dobrou
know if
zkušenosti
the
navíc,
orcs
co
will
se
attack
hodí.
and how far from the city they are. One of the bastards was even seen outside the city. Just bring me all the
vystrašený
information you
týpek.
can get.
I když,
I need to know how much time I have left to finish the boat.
jako v tuhle chvíli bych asi proti orkům neměl moc šanci.
Why can't you finish your ship?
Oh, we have thousands of problems. The hull still isn't stable, and it's still missing a lot of boards. But I have hardly any gold left to buy new material with, and the last delivery had bugs in it. My boys don't work productively. One wants a fast ship above all else, the other one is worried about the figurehead. As if we didn't have more important things to do. Also, one of my people is simply not showing up for work anymore. I'm beginning to fear
vidím, jak
this
se
will
tam
delay
hraje s
the
tím
construction
kladivem.
even more.
Níp, níp, níp.
You're one worker short?
Yes, his name is Monty. He's vanished into thin air. That lazy pig is probably living the high life on a farm somewhere. I should never have paid him in advance.
I've heard that other people have gone missing too.
Just what I'm saying. That's where the evil starts. Farum the fisherman told me something similar. His buddy William is no longer around. I bet that the orcs are behind all this.
Aj prosím tě.
Where can I find this Farim?
He's a fisherman. I think that his hut is near the provision store of the paladins, but I don't know for sure.
That was obvious all along.
When was the last time you saw Monty?
He hasn't bothered to show up for work for at least 2 days.
Some problems solve themselves.
What's going on at the harbor?
The orcs are breathing down our necks and you're asking about the harbor?
I only wanted to...
The biggest problem we have is that there aren't enough ships in the harbor to get us out of here. To be honest, there's only one ship here, and that belongs to the paladins. They certainly won't let us get out of here with that.
OK, dost k vystrašenosti a teď zkusím najít toho Farima. Paladinové, pokud vím, tak jsou tamhle někde, takže jeho chatr by mohla být někde blízko.
Hey, do you need fish? Get your fish here, fresh from the depths of the sea.
To zní docela fishy. Sounds fishy to me.
Can you tell me something about those missing people?
Missing people? This is a harbor, pal. Things like that are bound to happen. The sea is treacherous and bound to claim a life now and then. Captains of large vessels will always sign on new sailors in a large seaport such as Corinus to complete their cruise.
Get that from me.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
And if they don't find any volunteers, some people may get dragged off against their will, and then they're gone.
Aha.
Never thought of that himself.
Are you missing someone?
Me? No.
I'm in enough trouble as it
Don't
is.
tell me you didn't.
Do you know of anyone who's gone missing?
No idea. Ask the shipbuilders.
I hardly know what to believe.
Someone's gotta pay for that.
What ship would that have been?
Good question. Not many ships have come into Corinus lately. That is true.
That'll only cause more trouble. There've been all kinds of rumors. Same old thing all over again.
Okej. Teda si bydlíš ty, ženská, veď?
What are you cooking there?
Oh, fish soup. It's not all that tasty, but at least it's hot. You can try a plateful, if you like.
Could you cook me some soup?
I cook for everybody. For you too, if you want. All you need to do is bring me a fish.
Super. To pomohlo. Neměř vůbec, ale to je jedno.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Smart kid.
To mi řekněte, kde může bydlet ten pé.
That's typical, isn't it? These are bad times.
He can't keep anything to himself.
He had better shut up.
Nikoho doma asi nezastihnu úplně.